Hi, I'm Julie Marie, and I'm excited to bring you another one of my great recipes. Tonight I'm making baked macaroni and cheese. It was the request for tonight after making cheesy scalloped potatoes. I'm going to use that same sauce. If you saw that video, we're going to be making that again, but in a little bit larger of a batch. Hopefully we'll have a little left over for maybe to top some vegetables tomorrow night. So what I'm going to do is in a saucepan, I'm going to put an entire box, it's 4 cups of unsweetened soy milk. If you want to look for soy milk, I say this all the time, with just soybeans and water. If you don't like soy milk, you could use almond milk. Or any of the other plant-based milks. This cheese sauce will cover approximately 1 pound of pasta. There will be a little left over. So you want to bring some water to a boil, cook your pasta, whether it's brown rice pasta, whole wheat pasta, white pasta, whatever your choice is. I recommend the whole grains, of course, always. So I have my pasta already cooked and into a baking pan, just waiting for the cheese sauce. I'm going to preheat my oven to 400 degrees. So my soy milk is just starting to come to a boil, so I'm going to add a few ingredients. I'm going to add 3 fresh cloves of garlic. There's 2 in there. This is the 3rd one. Turn this. It's the 3rd one. A teaspoon of onion powder. 2 teaspoons of fresh black pepper ground and 2 teaspoons of salt. And now we've got a nice boil there. I'm going to dilute some, or liquefy some cornstarch in some water. This is going to be our thickener of our cheese sauce. We put this into water so that we don't get any lumps in our sauce, just like when making a gravy. Oops. Almost boiled over on me. Okay, so we're going to whisk this into the soy milk mix. And this is going to thicken it right up. I'm going to turn my heat back up a little bit now that it went down. And just keep whisking until it thickens. Okay, now the sauce is getting nice and creamy. And we're going to add 1 cup of nutritional yeast. This is going to be our cheesy part of the cheese sauce. This is nutritional yeast. It comes in a can, or you can buy it in the bulk section at your health food store at Whole Foods. We're going to incorporate that, and then we're also going to add 3 to 4 tablespoons of fresh chopped parsley. That'll get those antioxidants into our dish and make it look pretty. Okay. Now we're going to take our pasta, and what I want to add to it is some organic green peas. These are just frozen. We're just going to add some into our mac and cheese. Get more veggies in there. Brighten it up. Now I'm just going to pour this cheese sauce over top. Let's see, that might just be enough. Want to get this nice and evenly coated, and then we'll tap some more on the top. This is going to use the whole recipe. I was hoping there'd be a little left over for tomorrow to make into a nice sauce to top cooked vegetables, but I'm going to use it all in this recipe. You really want to coat the noodles so that none of them kind of dried on the corners. And then what I'm going to make is a breadcrumb topping, which will make it a nice crispy crust on the top. And what I chose to use today was English muffins by Ezekiel. They're organic. I had these in my freezer. You could use any kind of bread that you want, preferably whole grain. And you can toast them up, put them in your food processor. And to these breadcrumbs, I want to add a little more yeast, just to give it some flavor, and some salt, just a pinch of salt, and some black pepper. And of course, about a tablespoon of crushed parsley. We're just going to mix that up with your best kitchen tool, your hands. And then we'll top our mac and cheese. The nutritional yeast has a lot of protein per serving and tons of B vitamins. And then you also have your whole grain pasta, so there's no reason to add beans or tofu or anything like this to this dish. For those of you who worry about getting enough protein in your diet, there's plenty here. And there's also protein in green peas. They're in the bean family. Okay, and then we're going to cover this with a piece of parchment paper and top this with aluminum foil. And I'm going to bake these in the oven. Okay, I took this out of the oven about 10 minutes ago. I just let it cool off to firm up. I baked it at 400 degrees for 30 minutes and the cheese sauce was bubbling through. I took the foil and the parchment paper off and I broiled it for about 5 minutes until just the crust on the top turned golden brown. What a nice piece. I'm going to serve this mac and cheese with a nice salad. Looks awesome. It's still really hot. I should have invited more friends over. You could really put anything inside of here. You could put spinach, you could put broccoli, would be a great ingredient to add to this. As you can see, there's peas in this one. It's still so hot. Oh, you've been waiting for this. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you make some mac and cheese, or at least make the cheese sauce and do something with it. And remember, optimum health will be owned by those who eat an abundance of plants, so eat your fruits and veggies. Take care. Best of health to you.